YouTube so funny. Pop, 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 pop. What we doing? I missed y'all. I missed YouTube Live. Let there be like, oh yeah, that light be like a funny. It'd be like a filter, and then no light. Why you spend all your earnings on Pelly? Because I wanted it. I wanted it. So now that I spent the money, where do we go from here? Where do we go? 'Cause it's already spent. I can't get the money back. Where do we go from here? That's the past. How do we go into the future? Because I know since y'all got y'all degree and y'all and everything, how how do I proceed from here? I already spent the money. I wanted it. I spent it. I don't have no excuse. Where do we go from here? But I missed y'all. I haven't been on YouTube Live in like 2 weeks. I like I ain't gonna lie, y'all. TikTok taught me that. I'm like, they didn't do that when I was younger. People be making stuff up and making it seem. I say this all the time. People make stuff up and make it seem like they've been doing it. Like I ain't never see that. Oh my God, you would never see it. Please don't ever hold your breath saying you want to see me smoke a cigarette because you would never see it happen ever. That's so disgusting. Like I think I think cigarette almost worse than like crack or heroin. That's how that's how bad I think. That's how much I hate cigarettes. You done sling though. Put it in. Why are you munching in my face? Man, you on my live. You literally can just scroll. How do you get your own sandwich named after you? That's what I get for eating and laying down. I'm about to choke on the damn popcorn. Thank you, New York. No, I just go make videos and people come up to the restaurant and overwhelm in like an overwhelming amount and say they want the same thing Shanikky had. So they just name the dish after me. I think it's a way of like being easier because they know exactly what I ordered. So they'll just be like, just say the Shanikky so they'll know exactly what to put in their POS system. I am finna die for this damn popcorn. That's what you're not supposed to eat and lay down, but I was just telling somebody I had a good weekend. I'm having a good Friday night. So I'm chilling. And I got this new stand I got from TikTok shop. So I kind of like it. Let me see. I think TikTok, I was just on TikTok live, but YouTube live is different. I feel like I need to make it higher. Okay, never mind. I don't even feel like doing all that. This is Skinny Pop. I love Skinny Pop. I tasted it the first time back when I was dating my ex. They used to have it at his apartment complex back in 2019. And I've been stuck on Skinny Pop. 3 cups is only 150 calories. But yes, I love it. You sleep on Longhorn Steakhouse though. I went to the bar with my friends, whatever, and one of the girls, she said, I ain't like that video you made about Texas Roadhouse and Longhorn because I like Longhorn. She said steak. She said Texas Roadhouse is so nasty. And then she showed me her steak. It looked like she had got the filet mignon. I was like, well, I'm gonna tell you. Um Texas Road, I mean Longhorn, I said the steak was good. I said the steak was good, but I'm going to put that over the whole restaurant of Texas Roadhouse. No, I'm not. And honestly, that's the second time I went. They low key was just doing good. Like how y'all say, oh, they made it special. Because no, I remember I went to the Longhorn like 3 years ago when I first started making content. And this shit was disgusting. The steak was nasty. I think we had lamb chops, we had steak. It was all nasty. Is it butter and salt on it? Well, this is the usually it comes plain, but this is the salt and pepper. This is a salt and pepper one. Is your name Jordan? No, why my name be Jordan? Muslim don't eat popcorn. Muslim don't eat popcorn. I'm doing great. Is it high in sodium? No. I don't feel like getting the bag. Let me see. I don't think it has any sodium. It shouldn't have no. Let me see what the. Cause you know I only be looking at the calories. 150 calories for 3 cups. Per 3 cups is 150 calories. Sodium only 75 milligrams. No sugar. Um, and 3 grams of fiber. Popcorn is pretty healthy. You know, no, I don't. Y'all, I gotta tell people this. I tell people this all the time. I eat normal. Y'all just don't know how y'all look when y'all eat. Y'all look the same. I'm gonna have to try that. Yes, it's expensive though. One bag is like $5-6 where I'm at. And now sometimes it be on sale. When you catch it on sale, it be on sale. But I don't like buying too much because I feel like even if you don't open, when you open it after like a long time, it be stale. Okay, be honest. You have a boyfriend? I don't own people. I don't own nobody. I'm too old. 32 was a boyfriend. Oh, you're live. Yes, I be live. I just ain't been. Yeah, if you one of my supporters, you know I be going live. But it's been a last crazy 2 weeks. I don't own humans. Oh, thank you for eggs. I need some eggs. And you know what? Now that you sent me 100 eggs, I just realized I don't have any eggs. And so tomorrow I gotta go to the grocery store because I wanted to make breakfast tomorrow. I never caught a live before. Really? I try to go live at least twice a week. Not the last 2 weeks though. Not the last 2 weeks. I will say I haven't been. I don't think I've been on YouTube live for 2 weeks. Her name is Sasha. Oh, brother. Religious people know they love them some YouTube. Thank you for the eggs. For the eggs. I like eggs. I thought you only eat the best of the best. What's wrong with popcorn? Is popcorn not the best of the best? I feel like if they not hurting anybody, like now that I'm an adult, these conversations don't really matter to me, because now that I'm adult and I understand like the stuff that really matters, I feel like if people are living the life that they're living and they're not like hurting anybody, they're not actively being actively lying to somebody or being distrustful to somebody else, I think that they should be able to live the life that they live. So if a woman feel like she don't need a man, she not she don't have a, obviously she don't have a man, and then saying stuff like that, because that probably would hurt his feelings. Same thing for a man when he say that. And he, what women don't like what men do. They don't like when men like date around and have a whole bunch of women. But if he is doing that and like all the women are in cahoots with it, like they're in agreement with it, I think that's fine. I think people should be able to think what they think. I know people don't like them type of answers, but yeah, that's what I think. Basically nothing. Basically, I don't think anything of it. Like if you're not hurting anybody, you could think what you want to think. Girl, bye. Oh, dang. Okay. Well, they asked me what I think about it. Thank you for the eggs, though. Whatever these eggs mean, I do really mean. I'm pretty sure you have more men chasing. But that's not the question. They didn't ask that question. Y'all didn't ask. You asked, how do I feel about what you call it? But I don't have no men chasing me down. In my head, y'all know how they be like, men are so do you want or need a man? Would you no, I'm okay. I don't know. I don't want one. I'm okay. Thank you anyway. New Orleans in here, period. So like, how y'all be seeing them posts that be like, a man is the easiest thing to get. In my head, it's not. I'm never gonna don't ever quote me saying men are the prize. Cause I don't think that. But you know how to be like men are the easiest thing to get. I don't think that. I think a good man is just as hard as getting a good woman. So, like you saying, oh, I bet you got a lot of men chasing you down. I look at the men that like, come up, not come up to me, but like, try to shoot they shot in the DMs and it's on social media. Because mind you, I only got like a little social media clout. I don't know why y'all think it's much more than that. It's not. It's just some little social media clout. So most of the people that you say beating down my door is like men from social media. If you look at these men, I promise you, they're not options. They're not options. So, no, you saying it's plenty, not in my head. Plenty would mean they say to have options, that person has to be an option. So it's like if you was never gonna talk to them anyway, they don't count. That's the rules. Now I ain't make the rules. Somebody else made the rules. So the ones that be in my DMs, they was never an option. The ones that are options, they do not be in my DMs. I promise you. So I say this all the time. I do not get niggas. I do not get niggas. I wish I could say that. I wish I could, but I don't. Thank you, Christopher. Yes, I do. Um, if we okay, it's a person on here. His name was like Viper Sniper. He was like a sniper trader or something like that. I thought I screenshot the name. When I was on live a couple weeks ago, I was on live and he was like, buy this stock. He was like, buy this stock. But he was saying it's a company that deals with Bitcoin. So he was like, it's a commodity. People don't, that's how traders do. He's like, buy low and sell high. I made $200 off that. And I've been looking for that man's YouTube page so I can go back and see some of his trades. I've been looking for it since then. But I can not find, even when I had tried to follow him when he was on my live, I couldn't, for some reason, it's like a hidden page or something. I couldn't find him, but he was on my live, on my YouTube live, and he was telling me which stock to buy. And I bought it that night. I'm just like, oh, I'm just sitting here. I forgot what I was doing. I was on my phone anyway. I'm like, let me go buy this stock. It was like, I want to say it was like 60 cents. The shit didn't doubled. I went back because the people keep saying like, because I have Bitcoin, but I kind of let it put in the back of my mind, to be honest, because I don't really do too much in stock. But yes, you need a man. What I need a man for? I'm talking about it was somebody on my live who gave me some really good stock trading advice. I took it and I made double what I put in. I need that man back. You do not have Bitcoin. Okay. The crazy thing is you took it. Yeah, you know what? So I have like, I want to say I have like $600 on like what is this app called? Robinhood. Because I used to trade back in the day, lost money because didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But you know, I had some stocks, so I'm just sitting on live. I mean, it was just money that was already sitting in there. The shit had been sitting there for like 6 years, 5 years. Because I think 4 years. Because I was trading in 2021. So it was just sitting there. So I'm like, fuck it, let me just see. I mean, hey, people do parlays every fucking day. They take advice from random stranger about parlays. I think I want to say I bought like maybe 120. When I looked, that stock said 250. It said my vested is 250 because it jumped from like 68 cents to like $1.22. I said I need that, man. Because he said anytime Bitcoin goes high, that stock will go high. He was like, and yeah, people be telling me about XRP. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm on live looking for him today to give me some more stock advice. Thank you. The St. Louis tourism board reached out, and I keep telling people I didn't tell every platform that and didn't even email them back. I got ADHD. Like, even when it be good opportunities, I be like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and respond on my laptop. Don't ever get to it. They reached out 2 days ago. I still ain't respond to it. Hopefully they still accept me. What stock was that? I don't have I'm the phone that my thing is on the phone that I'm talking on. Send me a message on Instagram, I'll let you know. Because I don't have Robinhood on this phone. And I don't want to log off. Because when you click over, people be leaving alive. The nails ain't nothing special. I really don't even like them. They ain't kind of embarrassing. Kind of embarrassing. And then this one is broke. I'm 32. You gay. Oh my gosh. These are a little bit wide though. You see how it's wide at the top? I don't like that. Is it Irene? Was that it? You like my ex. There must be extra butter. This plain. Salt and pepper. Butter, extra calories. Let's go to St. Patrick's in Dalton. Period, Terry. Jamal gonna keep asking me, do I eat free? No, I don't. If I'm collabing with a restaurant, obviously it's free. But if not, no, I pay for my meals. Skincare routine. Curse niggas out. Curse people out. You go to eat free, or do you have the vast majority? No, the vast majority of people do not pay me. I don't get nothing free. I don't get nothing free. When y'all be asking me if I pay for the food or I'm free, that's just the same way of asking me, am I lying? Because if I tell you it's free, you just gonna be like, oh, you lied for the free food. And I can make a restaurant a lot of money off a post, but people don't understand that though. But I'm telling you the truth, I can make a lot of money off the post. So for me to lie for some free food for them to get money, it wouldn't make business sense. It wouldn't make business sense for me to do that. Because what would I get? Some free food and they get thousands of dollars? Like, come on. So that's why when people ask me that question, I don't be want to answer it. Because you don't care if it's free or not. You want to know if you feel like I'm telling the truth off if I pay for the food or not. You eat coleslaw? Yeah, I was saying that today with the other sisters. What happened with a $750 meal? Pookie's crack cakes. Indeed. Last December. That your video. Oh yeah. I was telling somebody that on because they talking about me on Facebook. I said, no, they not. They paying for the jacket. Oh, the $750 date. You talking about the $750 date. No, I didn't make that back. I made some. Maybe like $100. Right. Maple and Ash ain't pay me. So you think I'm gonna make this video? Maple, all I get was the food, and you finna get $1,000? No, baby. No. I mean, but obviously, yes, I like it. So I paid. Well, I didn't pay, but it was paid for, and I made the video because I like speaking about food. But yeah, that video, how much? It did 100K on what? It's been a crazy week, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like I haven't been engaging. Usually I try to respond back to all my comments and stuff like that. But after I did the $750 date, I already knew in my mind to turn off my like head for the comments. I'm like, I already know. I said people finna go wild in the comments. I didn't get called a whore. I didn't get called ugly. I didn't get called so many words. And I knew you kind of know, like once you start doing content, you kind of know what the comments gonna look like. People are really predictable. They're going to say the same thing. So I already knew about the $750 date. So I didn't really get to like look at my comments. And then you know what else was taking over my comments? Harold's. I did the Harold's video. Didn't know. I mean, I kind of know Harold's videos does kind of go crazy, but it's just the fact that it was suburban Harold, so I didn't think it would be that crazy. Because usually people focus on like the city Harold's, and I'm like, oh my god, my comments was like taking over that, so I feel like I didn't get to respond to like a lot of people. How do you mentally? I be laughing at that. That stuff do not phase me. That stuff do not phase me, baby. That should be funny. Get a little drink, sit down and laugh. Most of the time I only be it's just, what wants to be pissing me off is the ones that be trying to people be placing me in a box. Cause most of the time they predictable. So I already know what they're gonna say. So you're like, how do you mentally handle it? I already knew you was gonna say. So like as soon as I see it, I ignore it. Cause I'm like, this isn't even a response. This is like what 40 other people said. Sit up after you eat. I do need to sit up. And I need to drink some water. I'm going to take it slow. And once I turn my phone off, and then like you people say I handle the comments. Once I turn my phone off, I have like I personally think I'm living a great life. Like, yes, I would like for it to be better. I would like to spend even more money, but no, I mean, I'm still enjoying life. So I get to enjoy life, and I think I'm grateful for that every day. So if the comments is what I got to deal with, so be it. Would you try Middle Eastern food? Yes. When I went to Dubai, I had some what do you call it? Emirati food. Even though people said it wasn't true Emirati food, but it was good to me. But yes, I eat all types of food. Don't 80th and Halsted. Somebody said the one on 77th and what's the one on what 70th and what's the one in the 70s? They said that's the original one. Can I send you my number? Please don't hit that like. Eat all kind of food. Color big bag. Yes. You know what's funny? Because people be, and I do need to get out of that. Like, somebody had said in my, they was like, oh, I made that, I made that food of that Italian video. They was like, oh, she finally expanded her palate. And it's like, you know what I've been in love with this year? Sushi. And anytime I upload a sushi video, don't nobody got nothing to say. So clearly you don't like sushi. You don't like any time when I post anything else other than like black restaurants. So stop trying to make it seem like I'm not the one with an expensive palate, because personally I think I have a decent palate for my social economic background. I think it's decent. You ever thought of doing a podcast? I need to. Why can't this be the podcast? I don't like talking about like the same subject because I low key don't be having that much opinions about stuff. Somebody was asking me. I was on live on TikTok and somebody was asking me something, and I was just like, just how y'all ask me, what do you think about a person who don't say they don't need a man? I don't think a motherfucking thing. I don't really be having. I be having a lot to say, but it honestly just be like snippets and stuff of like I don't be having too much to say, to be honest, to have a podcast. I think what I think, and then I'm really stubborn in my opinions. I don't be letting nobody change my opinions. Nothing wrong with the basic. Popped up on my Instagram feed with a Pelly Pelly jacket. I'm gonna follow you. Oh, thank you. Now you follow me for the Pelly Pelly. It's not gonna be no more Pelly Pelly, and I'm not a fashion person, so I hope you stay for other things. Like I like to eat, I like to travel, and I like to shop. And I like to work out too, so hopefully you watch that content because it's not gonna be too much Pelly Pelly content. Except when I wear the Pelly Pelly. I want to be your man. Truthfully, you some fast shit. See, no, you don't want to be my man. You only focused on the visuals. You don't know nothing about me. You don't want to be my man. You want to make macaroni noises. That's what you want to do. All you gotta do at three current event. You're right. That's what everybody talk about. The Cardi B and Nick. And then you know what? Some stuff I be so out the way on stuff. Some I be so out the way on stuff I don't even be knowing. So like Nicki and Cardi is beefing. I to this day I don't know what they're originally beefing about. Somebody had to tell me. They said like when they made the video Motorsport, I guess it was some drama there, but they already didn't like each other then. So I'm like, why don't they like each other? But then they say Nicki be saying other stuff. But also, I'm not a Nicki fan, so I don't follow that stuff. So I don't be knowing like the stuff that like I don't be knowing. And I know that's current events. And the same thing about us. Like somebody tried to clock it. Somebody tried to clock it on my TikTok live. They was like, how do you feel about ICE in Chicago? And I said, I feel the same way I did as before. I wouldn't want nobody, being hurt. But I'm just not performative in my things. That's the current state of the political climate. It's like for me to pretend like I'm going to do something different would be a lie. So why would you try to ask me, like put me on the spot and ask me that? Like I feel like, and then it was like somebody was like support black and or support Latino business. No, I'm not supporting Latino businesses because ICE is in town. I support them every day. I don't have to be performative. Like so he was like, shouldn't you use your platform to speak out? What is that going to do? People made their decisions when they voted, and this is the happenings of it. That like it's nothing like as sometimes doing stuff is doing nothing too. People make when they sat there and they voted for Trump, that's what they voted for. So that is what my country voted for. So to do all this, oh, you gotta speak out on social media, it's performative. No, like real things is voting. It doesn't matter what I think. Voting, primary elections, midterm elections, that's what matters. All this, you need to use your platform for good. Me saying anything on my platform is not going to take ICE out the city. Um, Me extra supporting businesses is not going to help them. You need to do that. You need to support them every day. ICE or no ICE. Are you looking for a serious? Can I why them folks want them folks in trouble when you had it? Why is there anything in my page or if anything that I'm talking about on this live to indicate that I wanted a man? Cause let me know if it is, because if it is, I'll stop. I'll stop talking about it. I was gonna vote Democrat, but I forget to vote because I thought voting. You from Iowa, not Chicago. Okay. Oh my gosh. A GD or a BD? What does that mean? I'm from Dalton. I'm your husband. Let these men know. I don't have a husband. I don't have a husband. But yes, I'm like, what am I talking about in these comments to make it seem like I'm looking for a man? Like if I could not be more about that. I thought we was talking about food and then we talking about politics. Where did men come in? Can I see the nails? Y'all, the nails is nothing to see. They're pretty boring. How long we gonna do? 2 days. I'm looking for a lesbian. Oh. I'm from Dalton, Thornridge Falcons. Y'all go Falcons. We finna fight over you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Are you from South Africa? No, but I would love to visit South Africa one day. Who pay your bill? Me. Somebody said women that travel. I'm trying to think what the post was. When somebody said just mean somebody saw a video, you saw a video about it, a TikTok video about it. I'm trying to say he said women that travel or women always got a man. If the women living good, they always got a man in their life paying for something. And I was like, oh my gosh, can somebody pay my rent? Can I get some money for some rent? Can I get some money for some rent? Because apparently men just be paying for anything. I paid my rent the last 2 years I've been here. But apparently I'm doing it wrong. They said a man's supposed to be paying it. So where is this man that pay rent? Where is it? Where he at? I'm looking for him. The men on third shift on. Oh, okay, right. Unclean trying to. No, he not trying to. Right. Is this? It must be the Section 8. Go to Southside African restaurant. I think I passed that. Where is that? Where is that? Sent me poop. I caught you alive. Chicago. I live in Boston. Living in Chicago is, it's nice. It's cold. Um, Lots to eat. I ain't say lots to do. It's lots to eat. It's easy to get around. And we lit. Do women do anything besides bed? See, told you. What was on this live to indicate I wanted anything? But since y'all seeing it, I didn't ask for anything. We were talking about politics and food. Now I'm begging. Pull up. I want to go to Ohio. I want to go. Damn, Ohio got a lot of cities. There's Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Columbus. I think I need to go to. Who got the corned beef? Cleveland. Cleveland. People keep saying I need to go to Cleveland to get corned beef because they say they got the best corned beef in the country. 83rd and Commercial. Okay, no, that ain't the one I saw. It was another African restaurant. What type of African restaurant is it? And why is it called African restaurant? What is the country of the food that they make? Girl, it's cold here too. No, people always say that, but it's like a lot of East Coast people say, oh, like they think it's cold, but then they come to Chicago and it's a different cold. Like I noticed, like even when I be looking at the weather, like the cold on the East Coast, it'd be 50s and 40s. No, in Chicago, that's summer to us. Like it's going to normally be 20s and 30s. Normally. Whereas 40s and 50s is for the East Coast. Please take me, boo. All right, boo. I got you. You know what? No, I don't. And so anytime somebody said, I just ignore it. Africa is not a country's content yet, so that's why I'm trying to figure out what's the name, like what type of food they serve at this restaurant that's called African restaurant. It gets cold. Like people think like the East Coast, like New York, it be getting and it does get cold there. I'm sure. I think they have weather that gets like, but we talking about normally, like it'll be a whole week when it's 10 degrees. This is and it'll be like that for weeks. It's not like it's just a one time cold freeze. No, it's you got to get up and go to work in 10 degrees. I paid $1,800 for a VR. What do y'all speaking of that? What do y'all think about apples in their VR? Do you think they'll ever get it? Y'all know one thing, you know how we be talking about well not we, but they have successes and failures. I follow a lot of like culture economics type content because I just like learning how like content and culture is impacting stuff. And this lady, she had a list about the things that companies made that failed. Nobody talks about that. Like it's so funny. People love stories about influencers failing. They love that. But I notice like if you're successful at something, if you fail, all you got to do is just stop talking about it. Cuz there's so many items that fail. Apple not sneaky. Apple not sneaky. That little VR headset was a failure. That was a failure. They not sneaky, but all they got to do is just stop talking about it, pull it off the market, and don't nobody ever realize, like, no, in terms of business, that was a failure. Failure does lead to success. So somebody was saying they paid $1,800 for a VR, and I was just talking to somebody. They was like, because did Apple come out with one and it was $4,000? Was it $4,000? I heard that's what the price was, and I don't know anybody that got it. I don't know anybody even used it besides they went to the store. But they don't want to talk about it. Apple don't want to talk about it, but that was a failure product. Where I never, yeah, these companies be sneaking stuff off the market when they fail, and I feel like people don't even notice that. Coming from Chicago, do you get energetic when you hear juke music? Not really. I don't really know how to dance, so juke. I never got into juke music too much. Chicago is the best city in the world. Them glasses. Oh yeah, Google did have glasses. You know who else had glasses? But I think they still sell them. But they real low key with it. Snapchat. The spectacles. I heard of spectacles before. It was like the Ray-Ban ones. The Ray-Ban Meta glasses. I don't know if Meta hit theirs first, but I remember I heard about spectacles a long time ago. I think I was in college when I heard about the glasses with a camera on it. So now that like the Ray-Ban, the Meta glasses are just like a big thing, I'm just like, oh wow, I wonder how spectacles are doing. Apple products are for status. I never seen the people in Chicago seem like a vibe. I'm a vibe. I can't speak to nobody else. Chicago sometimes be throwing the vibe off. Had theirs for a long. Yeah, I remember like when I was using Snapchat in college, I remember that. But I feel like, they kind of just left. Cleveland. Yeah. And what is my favorite city? I want to visit Chicago. I can see why a person when it you know how people like okay that's personal preference. I can see why a person would like New York, but I can see but you can all like if you go to New York, you can also see why people would not like New York. Like you can't lie, like it's literally called the city that never sleeps. It's not relaxing. Like my it's like my my nervous system doesn't get to relax in New York. It's all I always gotta walk some, and maybe because I'm lazy. This maybe because I'm from Chicago. But one, like you always gotta walk somewhere. You always gotta be around people because it's people everywhere. You can't just go somewhere, pull up, and it's like no, it's always people there. It's always people there, and then like the mass use of public transportation. And I'm sure I know I understand that it's good for economy to have public transportation. But when that's all you got, that would piss me off. It's always somebody. It's always like so many people places. It's always so many people. Like no matter what, it's people. And when I was there last time, even though I was in Manhattan, but before then I was in Harlem. But before then I used to be like we went to Brooklyn. Like even in Brooklyn, it's just like it's so busy. It's just like so much. But then it's like it's so much to the point where nothing is personable. Nothing is personal. Everything looks overused, and I mean everything looks overused and old because it's just so many people. It's just so much, and that's why I can't get with New York. But a lot of people like that. Some people like that about cities. I personally don't. So that's why I'm like, New York is a nice place to visit. To for a person that doesn't have to deal with it every day, it's cool. But like to live there, I'm just like, oh my god, it's just too much. It's too much. Like my nervous system can't rest. I have never been to the art museum. Crazy enough. What did you major in college? Accounting. Major in accounting. I like people watching and eating. It's a lot of food for sure. It's so much diversion. It's like so much diversity and so many options. So it's like that's why this is what I mean personal preference. Like if that's like the stuff that you prioritize, I can see why a person would like New York. Because when I stayed in Chelsea and I was like, okay, I don't want I gotta use my words right. I kind of see why people be wanting to live in certain neighborhoods in New York. We see all them videos on TikTok and they be selling a box for like 2,000. Now I don't agree with it, but I can see because like when I stayed in Chelsea, I was able to do like so much stuff. Like it's so much cool stuff in Chelsea. Or was it Chelsea? I think yeah, because I stayed across the street from Chelsea Market. And yes, Chelsea is like a great neighborhood to stay in. So I kind of see like why people be wanting to stay in certain neighborhoods. But yeah, like living there, I just can't do it. It's for people who like nightlife. Yeah, it's like it's called the city that never sleeps. You got to be ready to. Yeah, you don't give account. Oh my gosh, what do I give? What do I give? Please don't say no humanities. I know I'm nice. That's because that's what a lot of black women and that's why they say a lot of black women got debt because they like to go to college and get degrees like that. No, baby, I'm about the money. I'm about the money. One thing I love more than food is money. Counting it. Got to learn how to manage your money. Just very personable. Yeah, and that's why I'm not an accountant anymore because I don't. It didn't work out. But I do love that background. I do love that business background. It's so funny. Like I've spoken to kids twice. Like I've spoken, groups of kids twice, and I don't know if they all. I don't know what they want me to say. I mean, I don't think they care what I say. But one thing I always tell kids is I don't care what I do in content. I never regret I never regret my educational background. Like that's honestly probably one of the best things for me. I love my business background. Even my work background. Now, did I like the jobs? No, but I like what I learned on the jobs? Yes, I love that. I wouldn't trade that for nothing. What's the best steakhouse in Chicago? Steak 48. That's like a 3 hour drive. Count as valuable skill. Yes. What city you plan to visit next? I'm supposed to be going to Traverse City, y'all, for a wedding in a couple weeks. A computer science degree. Oh, you got money. Steak 48 is my favorite steakhouse. If you ask me what's the best steakhouse in Chicago, I'm going to say that. Maple and Ash was really good, but I learned that Maple and Ash is not a steakhouse. Maple and Ash is a like a seafood restaurant. It's a seafood like their specialties is seafood. So yes, they have steaks. Yes, they have fancy stuff, but yes, they're not specialty on steak. So you have to understand that. I sent your steakhouse video to my date, and he liked the Flemings. Okay, yeah, Flemings was nice. I was talking to my esthetician about. I was like, yeah, I went to another state, and I could not remember the name. I kept saying Firehouse. I could not remember the name. I was like, what's the name? I said Roof Chris, Firehouse, or Wildfire. I just could not think of Flemings. But yes, Flemings is the one that I went to. Maybe Ash, I thought it was a Creole restaurant. No, it's just a. It's just a. It's a little steakhouse. It's cool. What's your favorite city and why? Um, my favorite city is Chicago. Outside of Chicago, I really like New Orleans, but honestly, it's the food. Ronnie's original steakhouse breakfast. Oh, I really love. I like, and you know what? I like Houston. Houston's nice. Houston's nice in a sense that it's a lot of black. It's a lot of things to do around black people, so I like that. And if you do come up with your own food guide, speaking to extension should include your commentary. Would you do a meetup? Find out if somewhere? Probably not. I hope. I mean, I don't know, y'all. Do you watch any other? Yeah, I mean, I watched other Chicago ones. It depends. So like, if I'm going to a city, yes, I watch other food content creators. I mean, I watch the ones in Chicago. Obviously, my mutuals. I got a few, of all walks of life, all races and stuff like that. And then I follow a couple from California. Not a couple, but a couple food creators from California. I follow a couple, definitely. I follow like 3, 4 from New York. I follow a couple from Detroit. I follow a few from Detroit because I be in Detroit a lot. So I follow like a few food creators. That's it's just like a respect thing, a mutual. I mean, I'm actually interested in that content because as a food creator, I need to know where to find the food at too. So you got no choice but to watch food creators. Have you been in California? Yeah, I went to LA last year. Only for a couple days. And I had a great time. I used to always see people go to LA for their birthday, and I was like, why are people going to LA? Why are people going to LA? Like, it seems like not a city. And this was my first time actually like sitting in LA. Like, I've been to California, but I never stayed in LA. And I was there for 2 days, and I stayed. I was like, okay, LA kind of cool. The traffic is ridiculous. The traffic is fucking ridiculous. But once you get out the traffic, you know what? I'm like, that's a cool ass place. I can see why people like California. And I'd be like, if I had money, I definitely would live in California. Would I ever get that amount? Probably not. But if I had some money, I would live somewhere nice in California because you know what? This is a nice place. You should come to Boston, try the food. It's so funny. I remember when I learned that I'm like, is black people in Boston? Like they like y'all got black people got neighborhoods in Boston. Like I would not know that. And I know that sounds ignorant because people say the same thing about Chicago. But how often do you meet black people from Boston? It's not often at all. How would you say food is in NYC? Have you been? Have you had? No, I never had a garbage plate. When I go to, and I mean, the food in New York is I feel like it's regular food. I mean, it's good. It's good. They got some staples. I mean, how can they not? How can they not? So many fucking people there. There's so many goddamn people there. They gotta have some great food. Cause their people's standards are just gonna be that damn higher, and it's just gonna be so much more options and more competition. They ain't got no choice but to have some good food. So yes, the food in New York is good, but I don't like doing that when I be like the food and like it's what I had was good. Can I speak for the whole city? Because I was only there for a few days. I don't like saying that. What's up with that? be throwing stuff together trying to hype it. It's so many people. They looking for something new. What's the most expensive food you ever ate? What is the most expensive food I ever ate? I don't know. Let's see. You know what? I went to a Michelin star dinner in Japan. $450 for omakase dinner. That's about it. I don't really what you call it, stepped away from California. It's too expensive. That's in some parts of Northern California. Yeah, that's why I said about here. If I was rich, if I was rich. What's a garbage? Can y'all describe what a garbage plate is? Can you explain? Like, can you give me a synopsis of what a garbage plate is? What's your favorite country? Oh no! Oh my god, this is so lazy. Let's see. Oh no, it's not gonna work that way. Dang, I knew it was gonna fall. Oh my god, it's so lazy. Like how I'm laying in the bed. And I got this new desk. Okay, it's just gonna have to work that way because either okay. There we go. It's definitely upstate New York thing, especially in Rochester. Oh, restaurant. You may what are you making for cat if you were to cook something? I'm bringing pops. Ain't nobody finna talk. I was just talking about somebody. I said I don't think I could open up no restaurant because if you come to my restaurant because somebody come to my restaurant and they say my food nasty, I'm gonna want to fight. So you know how to be like, you people need to learn business. You need to learn how to take no, I don't I'm telling you, I'm not gonna learn that. I'm not gonna learn that. Whatever the fuck you about to say, whatever good advice you got, you need to learn how to take criticism. No, fuck that. Don't come to my motherfucking restaurant and talk about my food nasty. So no, I ain't cooking nobody shit at a cookout. I bring the pops. Mr. Thunder. So yeah, don't expect no restaurant from me because you ain't finna come up with my shit and say that shit nasty. Right. I already know some stuff. Well, my new thing this fourth quarter has been managing expectations, and so it's some stuff that I already know. Like I manage my expectations. Like no, I'm not. I can't open up no restaurant because you're not gonna come and tell me my shit nasty. So I know that. So the restaurant just won't get open. I mean, one, I can't cook. I'm not a cook. So that's one thing. I feel like people who open up restaurants, I ain't gonna say they should, but I do say the better restaurants are they have some they have like a chef or somebody who can cook. They have that at the basis, like meaning they like a part owner, they still work or something. I think those are the better restaurants. Um should they have it? No, I mean every restaurant ain't gonna work like that, but I do think those are the better restaurants. And one, I'm not a cook. Like yeah, I wouldn't be on the menu would be air fried chicken wings, some steaks, some Italian Fiesta pizza. Right, I know my limitations. I know my limitations. This is the most comfortable ever I've been on live. Like I could just and I'm hands free, and then like the phone is like right there. Have you rolled off the edge of the bed? Yes. Um, Sometimes you ever, I'm about to say, you ever rolled off the edge? Yes, I have. Especially like you already, because I already sleep on the edge. I always done that. I don't know why. Like I got pictures of me and my high school sweetheart when we was in college, and I was like off the edge of the bed. I don't know why I sleep on the edge of the bed. There's probably some trauma bonds, but and then so say I'm already on the edge of the bed most times, and if I have like a dream or something, and I jump, I'll fall off the bed. You got some single friends? Uh huh. They looking too. You gotta have some money though. I felt the edge while dreaming. Yeah. This all people love food. Could you cook? No, I can't cook for no man. No, I can't. Was so on point. Much appreciated. Your review. It's so much stuff in St. Louis I gotta go back for. I work at White Castle, so I got bread where they at. Period. You ain't lying. Isn't I heard back in the day White Castle used to be like the highest paying fast food restaurant job. Is that true? Is that still true today? Well, in terms of burger, because I hear Chick-fil-A pays good, but I don't know. In terms of burger restaurants, fast food burger restaurants, is White Castle still like the highest paid? It's hilarious. Somebody told me for my St. Louis, they said your braids old, so whatever you say don't matter. I promise you, that's exactly what they said in the comment. Hold on. Have you ever fell asleep and wake up? Oh my god. Not too much, y'all, on White Castle. I love me some White Castle. I eat White Castle. I ain't gonna. I used to eat it once a week, but I've been doing better. But it's still once every other week, and shit. Sometimes it used to be twice a week. Actually, shit, it's been a while. I had some the week before last. Or was it last week? No, it wasn't last week because last week was the week that just happened. So it was technically last week. When people say that White Castle be tearing their stomach up, I don't get that. Like, I mean, the stomach part. I don't get that. Like, I remember my friend? She was like, "Yeah, she said White Castle be tearing my stomach." I said, "What do you be getting?" She's like, She said the mozzarella sticks. Well, I'm like, okay, well, that's mozzarella sticks. Not to say that's not White Castle, but come on. Like, if you're just getting a burger and fry, the burgers and fries doesn't mess up my stomach. Like, what do y'all be eating? What do it be doing? If you can eat too late, that can happen. Maxwell Polish. Fish nibblers. Oh, them fish nibblers. Oh my god, I love the fish nibblers. They don't have one. They ain't got White Castle. Oh, see, well, that's another thing. I don't never want to live nowhere they ain't got no White Castle. And people talk about, and then y'all be trying to make it seem like White Castle only good drunk after I drink. I go to White Castle at 4 o'clock on a Tuesday. Mom used to call them murder burgers. Meat takes a long time. The burger meat. Oh, you can. It's fire you coming down. No, White Castle good any day, baby. Y'all stop trying to add these things. I ain't hearing a gym though. I went to the gym. Chris. It's always a motherfucker named Chris to start some shit. I swear. I don't know what is it about that damn name. No, y'all, you don't. I can eat white shit. I can eat white. I'm good. I took a nap, so that's why I'm kind of like up. I'm not high. I'm not drunk. I'm not nothing. I could have some White Castle. I can go for a burger or two. Remember them Bosco? Oh, I hated those. I hated those so much. Eat White Castle on Western. I've been eating them. Yes, they have Covers. I can't stand Covers. I hate Covers. You might as well go to Denny's. Denny's was terrible. I went to Denny's a couple weeks ago. My nephew, she was fucking terrible. The Bosco, I hated them Bosco sticks. They call them sliders for a reason. That's funny. Yes, I do not like Covers. I don't see what people see in Covers. I don't like the weird taste. Drink me after you eat the fry. It is like I mean, it's different. It's a good different though. It's a good different. Not too. First of all, not too much on my White Castle. You see, this why I can't. This why I can't have no restaurant because White Castle ain't even mine. And y'all be talking about it. I'm like, not my White Castle. What's wrong with COVID? It don't have no taste in the burgers. What's the best gyro in Chicago? From Nikki's Gyros in Calumet City. The best. I don't be wanting no gyros from nowhere else. Now, if it's a gyro based dish, a gyro burger, but in terms of like a pure gyro, if it's not from Nikki's, I really don't be wanting it. I be like, I guess I want Nikki's better. I mean, I heard they bringing a new Jack in the Box. Yes, I wanted to do a video about Aurelio's because that's like the pizza that the Pope like. But I just learned that the last one that was downtown in the South Loop that they closed. I mean, I remember when they closed it, but I didn't remember until I was going to do my research for the video. Who has the best peach cobbler in Chicago? I have no idea. I did just do a video at a place called Cobbler Cafe. It's in Bronzeville on 35th and something I can't remember, 35th Street, and they whole specialty is peach cobbler or cobbler, not peach cobbler. It's called Cobbler Cafe. But in terms of the cobbler, I didn't get that because I don't eat peach cobbler. Strip club, but they say strip club got the best food. Do you know? Okay, do they have the best food? No, they ain't got no fucking best food. Do they have good food? Yes, I do think they have good food. But then you got to understand, they also have who are the main customers of the strip club? It's men. What do men like to eat? It's meat. It's flavored meat. So the stuff that they have at the strip club. I'm gonna tell you right now, the food is the one I went to. The one that I went to. I only been to a strip club to eat once. I went to the Pantheon in Detroit. I went to the Pantheon in Detroit. And the food was good, but at the end of the day, like even when I look at the stuff, it was just it's a lot of meat. If that's what you like as a man, if that's what you like, just like you care more about the meats, then you might get that. But in terms of like every club, I don't know. I only ever ate at the club once, so that's all. That's my think about it. Look so cute in your videos. You start modeling now. Modeling where Portillo's still popping. Yes, don't let nobody tell you different. Every time somebody be talking about they don't like Portillo's, they still be eating this shit. If it's convenient, they'll eat it. And I ain't, a Portillo's ain't never did me wrong. Now, is they the best? Is it better options? Yes, but sometimes them better options, shit, Portillo's be right there. Portillo's be right there for you. If it's clean, I'll eat it. Wrapped around. Right, and right corner wrapped around. It's Portillo's ain't never short no customers. So anybody say, "Oh, it fell off, it ain't good no more." Hey, do Portillo's know that? Did you tell Portillo's that? No, because y'all still be up in Portillo. Every time I go to Portillo's, I be having to wait. I remember last time I went after a concert, it was like 11 o'clock. Like the line wrapped around the corner. How about church chicken? I haven't had church chicken since I was not even allowed to drink. Can't remember. I never liked it. I never liked church's chicken. My mother used to like it. I don't know what older people see in church's chicken. And you know what? People know. You know who don't want to admit that they food that Uncle Remus tastes like church's chicken. Uncle Remus tastes like church's chicken. Is that a bad taste? No, it's just different. But that's what Uncle Remus tastes like. And people from the West Side don't want to admit that. Like if you taste that chicken without that sauce on it, it tastes like church's chicken. Do more dating restaurant reviews. You know what's funny? That man who I went on a date is always in the back of the videos. Like I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, but half the time he's already in the back of the videos. But I wouldn't call it a date because I'd be working. I'd be like, okay, I'm doing something. I'm making a video. This was his thing. He planned and stuff like that. So I called it a date. I mean, I guess it's a date no matter what, right? But, this was his thing. So I called it a date. But he already be in the back of the videos. JJ's fish decent. Churches used to be good. What happened to the popcorn? It's gone. I ate y'all. Is that your sugar daddy? No, not a sugar daddy. Dang, y'all know what? Somebody was trying to clock some tea on my laugh on TikTok. They like, yeah, that man 45. Do people really don't have? Do y'all think people in their 30s really don't have $700? Like, what do the people around y'all do? And I understand 700 because have you ever seen me post a $700 date? No, so clearly it's not normal. Because if it was normal, I wouldn't be posting. I mean, you would see it more than one time. But yeah, do people around y'all really don't be having $700 to spend? Because not to say it's normal, but every now and then you can go places and the bill can get up to five, six, $700. You can eat chicken while you getting busy. Take your meds. You talking to yourself. You right. Technically, at the end of the day, I'm talking to a phone. I never did that, girl. Thank you, Just Blaze. I love Chicago. Hold the pork. I don't know about that. They do, but shoot, not just on food. Most of my bills be like 200 plus. If y'all looked at the bill, y'all could see that the food was 400. It was a 5 course meal. That's really usually what 5 courses would run you about that. Now, are they a little bit overpriced? No, yes, but we got to understand. Okay, so look, read this thing, and I'm not trying to bash anybody. They were saying like poor people, they determine food off how much food you get, and then wealthy people, they judge food off the quality and presentation of the food. So a lot of people's like, oh, you didn't get enough food for the amount that you paid. But you know what, at the one thing that people wasn't factoring in, like, at the end of the day, this is a steakhouse. So are you comparing it towards a gluttonous amount of food, or are you comparing it versus other steakhouses? Because the amount of food that we get for it to be a steakhouse was mostly on par. It was mostly on par. Are they a little bit more expensive than other restaurants? Yes. But did they deliver quality and service? Yes. So that you have to pay for that. And it's inside, the cost is embedded in the food. The cost is embedded in the food. Yeah, thank you. But people don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand that. So, because a lot of people are gluttonous. I mean, not to say, and I probably do not help that at all. I'm not say I'm this saint, but that's what a lot of people are. So that's why they like, oh no, this wasn't enough food. They're not thinking about the quality of the food, the quality of the service, the just everything that we got. They're not thinking about that. All they think, they like, oh, $700. No, that's not a gluttonous amount of food. They're not thinking about the taste, the quality, the service, none of that. They literally just all they know, all they can see is food, money. No, that's it. Chicken cordon bleu. Don't eat to get full. They don't, and that's why they judge food off quality. And not to say that I'm rich, but I am more of a quality person. And to me personally, that was a lot of food. Like, I feel like a lot of people think they saw 700 and they like, oh, I didn't see enough high ticket items. I didn't see enough steak. I didn't see enough seafood. Like, if it was a lobster tail, people probably wouldn't have said that. I didn't see enough seafood. But no, the preparation of the food, the quality of the food was just amazing. Like, the service was amazing. Like, that's just not free. That's not free. Am I rich? No, but if this is $700, yes, that's still a fucking lot of fucking money. Did I have a good? At the end of the day, did I have a good time? Yes, I had a great time. The food was great. It was presented well. It was cooked well. It was cooked perfect. Like, I got to sit back and just enjoy. I didn't have to make any decisions. It was just like a great time. Man, bump all that. I need them $1 tacos on Wednesday. All right, I'll shut the fuck up then. You do Chinese food. Environment, the places well. Right. That's like they trying to compare it to like you said, like a typical typical date. But I'm like, no, you got to compare it to another steakhouse. Now, is it expensive for a steakhouse? It is still a little bit more expensive than regular steakhouses. But I mean, it's like you pay for what you get. Like if you they got cheap steakhouses, they got expensive steakhouses. That's one on the high end. But hey, they delivered. Chinese food, of course, is fire. Yes, who don't eat Chinese food? Rich mindset keep like that. Plus tip. It was 660. It was 668. And then we rounded, well, he rounded it off because I wrote in a tip and I put it at 750. And somebody was like, oh, that's still not 20%. Go to fucking hell. The amount of food and drink we had was only $500. And that person got an $80 tip. Just because they wanted to add the tax and extra employee benefits, I'm not paying no tax. I'm not paying no tip on that shit. I'm not. Well, I didn't pay for it, but he not. I put 750 on the thing. Well, thank you for sharing views on food. Okay. $700 is a laptop. What I'm gonna do with the laptop? Well, y'all people be naming all the stuff that they would have did with the $700. But I'm like, if you had the $700 to spend on food, you would have spent it. People that be like, I could never. Yes, you could. Yes, you could. If you had it, you would spend it. I'm from Markham. We should go out to eat sometime. Why should we go out to eat? M Jack 221. Let me know. Hey boo from East Chicago. Tip is usually no, tip wasn't included. They didn't include gratuity on that one. So I had some okay steak that was affordable and done quality filet mignon with drinks and 37. About the bill was higher than usual. Definitely good as fuck. Y'all want to know what's something so funny about Maple and Ash? I went for the first time on my birthday 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago. I went 2020. I went from and I had a steak and it was fucking awful. It was, I mean, obviously I didn't do content then, so it didn't matter. But I went on my birthday and yes, the steak was, they burnt the steak. They burnt the steak. But we had such a good time. Well, not we, but me and my friends had such a good time. I was like, oh, I would love still come back one day. But people was like, yeah, no, you can't get steak. You can't get steak here. You gotta get seafood. You gotta get seafood. So I said one day I go back and 5 years later I went back. But I remember when I went the first time, shit was disgusting. Fucking disgusting. You cheap. I am. Put five. DC, you jump back. I didn't even see. Hold on. M Jack, if you taking my wife out, you're going to have to be third wheel. Enjoy rich and lavish food. No. And I don't even think that's rich and lavish food. Obviously, like it's more into the quality and the service. Cause let's be real, and at the end of the day, I'm an accountant. This ain't no rich and lavish food. That ain't rich and lavish food. Now that's not what. Maybe like the caviar, but even still, that ain't steak ain't rich and lavish food. Steak is just steak. That's the I had a ribeye. I had a bone-in ribeye. That's $15. That's not rich and lavish. They just up in the price. That's capitalism. Do I like capitalistic food? Yes, I like capitalistic food because that's what the fuck that is. What do you think Chicagoans are the people? I think we the best people in the world. Yeah, have you been ill? No, I haven't. So many people tell me about it, but I ain't gonna lie. I see some things that I just be like, I was thinking earlier today. I was like, some restaurants. Y'all remember how they said Keith Lee used to mess up restaurants because he used to try to fit. He used to try to save restaurants that's supposed to fail. I do think some restaurants are supposed to fail. Like I feel like they owners or whatever don't be working hard enough. Either I this is my take because this is what made me think of what I just said. I feel like if you have a restaurant that sells the core items to your target audience, you shouldn't be struggling. Now, could you use some extra business? Yes. So like if you sell, so like somebody was saying like this taco restaurant, there's no reason you need to be struggling as a taco restaurant. Cause if you struggling, that means your shit nasty. I'm sorry. Cause everybody eat tacos. Everybody eat tacos. Why is your restaurant struggling? And it's the same thing for like fried chicken. Y'all know I be telling people like I don't be wanting to review fried chicken, like spots that only serve like fried foods like fish and chicken because I think it's boring and don't really have no depth to it. And I'm like, I can't say too much about it. Like, fried chicken is fried chicken. How many videos can you make about it? This is the room in the campus, but they closed. Have you eaten there? Yes, I went there for my 23rd birthday. I'll never forget it. And my 22nd birthday, my 22nd birthday, I ate at Olive Garden. My 23rd birthday, I ate at the signature room on 95th floor. So yes, that's why I feel like if them restaurants struggling, no influencers need to be coming up there, because at the end of the day, you that mean your shit nasty. If you struggling and you like got a core item, like nothing too creative, like that, you kind of gotta bring people into who like most people ain't convinced to eat fried chicken. Like they gonna eat that anyway. And if you selling it and you still doing bad, that means something wrong with your chicken. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That means something wrong with your chicken. Describing it like it's one of the best things. I'm definitely the signature room. No, I remember that shit. This shit was awful, and this was way before I had. Yeah, the signature room was not good. It was cute though. It was cute, but I could tell you, I don't remember anything. But I remember it not being that good. You can't trust someone who don't like chicken. Not don't like it, but yeah. Talking about Wagyu steak. Oh, you talk about Wagyu steak. Streaming, talking down Chicago and saying Chicago's for mean and heartless. I said, who do they be talking about? You know what's so funny? They be talking. I be trying to figure out like why do people think Chicago's so dangerous? And people be like, yeah, they be watching YouTube videos, and then I be like, YouTube, who making these YouTube videos? It's like people are, y'all. Let me tell y'all this. This is one big secret nobody wants to tell you about besides Cleo. Provide. But don't nobody want to tell y'all, like when a person is a really successful creator, and sometimes I be like happy that I'm not that successful, because at the end of the day I still can like go and live a life and touch grass. Y'all got to understand, a lot of people that be like creators and successful YouTube, I don't care what platform it is, Twitch, they are chronically online, meaning they don't get to come out and and interact with people, real people. They don't. Like all of their knowledge of something. Imagine all of your knowledge of something is like internet based. Like you never experienced it, and then you just go speaking on it. Like like St. Louis food, but you never been to St. Louis. People like the food nasty. So like now people talk about St. Louis food, and you be like, oh yeah, it's nasty. But you never been. Like you never actually went out and touched the grass. You never went out and touched the grass. Paul, that. Yeah, it is like we get into that time where people just chronically online. They're never going out and actually experiencing the real world. That it's just all social media or the internet or AI. It's not actually real. Like you said, AI, false reality. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. Now, why the fuck would I know I show speed or y'all talking about Cassinet? You see Brandon Monica. Oh no, I'm not gonna be here next weekend. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. How often do you finish your whole meal? Very rarely. Very rarely. Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven. Why do your eyes? My it's so funny. I took a 4 hour nap today, y'all. I'm up. I didn't even see somebody. I'm trying to clear for the first time next week. I'm so excited. Yes, you're gonna get the Shanikky. If you don't like seafood, I feel like, well, if you don't like seafood, the Shanikky is obviously all the videos, like the video I was saying thank you, and I was like, most of them dishes are like seafood based, but I don't give a fuck. I like seafood. One thing about food content, people be making it seem like one thing about food content, we have taken, I don't know, and I don't know what is it, we have taken out the human element to food content. So like now you can't have no biases, you can't have no preferences. It's like, oh damn, I guess I'm not a human. Like, I like seafood. So yeah, I'm going to like the seafood dishes more because I like seafood. I, I'm a human. Like, people don't be understanding. Like, oh, I'm still a living being with personal preferences, with likes and dislikes. Like, you just like seafood. Yeah, I do. Like, it clear. How many times I have to tell people, oh, maybe I'm not the creator for you. It's okay. Maybe you're not a person that likes seafood, so you don't like a lot of seafood dishes. So maybe I'm not the creator for you. Maybe I'm not the creator for you. Shrimp has no nutrition. That's fine. I thought shrimp was high in protein. I thought shrimp was high in protein. That's not true. That's what the Chicago playing? Did they lose? Did Chicago lose? Try Mamas on Chicago Avenue. Shrimp shrimp praise the Lord though. Shrimp definitely has protein done. Shrimp, shrimp really have no, that sounds wrong. Yeah. One thing about that, we forget that a lot of cultures, a lot of their main meat sources is seafood. And they living and thriving. So people say, "Oh, shrimp has no nutritional." When people call them sea roaches and stuff like that, I'm like, "Wow, that's crazy." Because a lot of people depend on like shrimp and stuff like that to get them back past. So I'm all up, but we all still eat them. Yeah, yeah. No, ramen noodles ain't nothing but some pasta noodles, some starch, some flour, some boiled flour. You gotta, yeah. Everything is in moderation. So what I've been doing, and it's been working like the past couple weeks. It's like I've been doing. I don't know how I've been getting it done, but I've been doing it. Like this week, I didn't go to any restaurants, guys. I didn't go. I know how many videos you saw. I didn't go. The last restaurant I went to was that the last restaurant I went to? Oh no, the last restaurant I went to was Keisha's Kitchen, but the last before that was the date night, which was last Saturday. Like I haven't been anywhere since then. So this was like kind of like a fasting week, and I lost 2 pounds. I lost like 3 pounds this week, like not eating out and stuff like that. But then next week I got a couple. Like today I had a restaurant. Tomorrow I got a restaurant, and then Sunday I'm gonna have a restaurant, and then I'm gonna post those throughout the week. And then I might visit 2 more restaurants through the week, but then the next following week I probably don't post. Like I'm not gonna say I don't post, but I'll have something to post. But it's like I don't go to a restaurant. I've been working like where I don't have to go out and eat every day. Like I really most days of the week I don't have to eat anything. I'm at work third shift. I need to be taking me a nap. How long is your nap? Get a job instead of live streaming. Why would I do that when I can make the same amount of money sitting in my bed live streaming? Well, y'all know how people be getting up on these apps and be saying that get a job instead of begging. Why? When begging helps, like when begging pays. Like you just mad you can't beg. Terry, put it in reverse. Come to Japan again. I'm trying to. I need some money, baby. I spent the money on a jacket. Work from home. I am working from home. What you think this is? What you think this is? This is the work at the home. How do you choose your restaurant spots? That's a good question. It depends. It all depends. So I'm all about stepping. I'm all about being a uniqueness because again, like I was talking to other like just a few minutes ago, like what's how many things can I I'm gonna say uniqueness in what type of commentary I can offer this type of food. So like, yes, obviously I was just saying I don't do fried chicken restaurants, but I went to Harold's, but that was like a personal thing. Like, oh, let me go to this unique Harold's. I went to a sit down Harold's with a bar. That's unique in a sense that most Harold's aren't that way. Same thing with the one from South Holland. That was unique one because that one's personable to me. So that one's probably not unique, but it's unique to me personally in terms of like the restaurant. Like so the restaurant I went to today, the restaurant I picked that one, the wings had went viral on TikTok. So just like any other person, I try to tell people I follow the same TikTok and Instagram recommendations as everybody else. Like I saw it on TikTok too. So I don't know if y'all seen them El Fuego wings from that bar. I went and got those. I went and got those. So my friend was like, "Yeah, let's go do a review on those." I saw the wings, and my friend worked there, so we went and we get the wings. Them wings are spicy as shit. Like the wing, they decent. I mean, they wings. I don't know. I don't have too much to say about the wings. They wings. They hot. Like ain't nobody say that in the video about them fucking wings. Them wings was hot as hell. So that's how I picked the restaurant for today. So tomorrow I'm going to a place. I'm going to a place they want I don't even want to tell you. I don't want to ruin the surprise. So yeah. Have you been to Juice World restaurant? No, I haven't. I've seen him in concert. Mama needs a new bag. I sure do. Is there something you wouldn't try? Um, I don't eat sweet potatoes, guys. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you that. I don't be like, nah, I hate when they put this shit on my plate. I said a prayer for you tomorrow is a blessing. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. 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 Oh yeah, the restaurant his mother owned. Do you like Chinese food? Yes, I love it. Cut out the cussing. No sweet taters. No, them colorful potatoes. I don't know how to I don't know how to do that. I mean, I don't know how to prepare those. I like red skin potatoes. I like red skin potatoes. I cannot eat like I know people like sweet potatoes are good nutrition wise. I don't care. I still don't like them. I still don't like them. I love Carissa. She does content for that. I don't understand how she affords. You don't understand. Have you seen that girl content? Every video has millions of views. Every video, every single video, every and then her spot, and she has like a million followers. And I know people be I know look I'm gonna tell y'all I know a lot of people like to believe content creators don't have no money. And if this is y'all ever want a sign of a person who not gonna say a lot of money, but like enough money to survive, you got to look at they. I know people don't want to admit it, but you got to look at their views. So they be like, I know a person with a million followers and they still work a regular job. Do they have a million followers in engagement, or do they just have a million followers because they went viral for something a couple times? Go look at her page. She don't have no flops. She don't have no flops. Carissa don't have, and then she also does YouTube, and that's a bag in itself. That's a bag. All my videos together probably got 2 million views for the month, and I made $1,000. She gets 2 million on one video. I love her. I love her content though. I don't have content pays. Well, content pays in different ways. So you get performance rewards. So she posts on TikTok and YouTube. Because I follow her on both. I don't She posts on Instagram, but Instagram doesn't pay. So you have the money that you get from your views. So, obviously the better a video does, like in terms of views, the more views it get, the more money it's getting paid for. Also then you get sponsorships. So obviously she's a food creator, so she'll do a sponsorship with, like, I think the last one I saw, she did Red Lobster. So Red Lobster probably paid her thousands of dollars to go to Red Lobster and talk about Red Lobster, Cause one thing about her, she's gonna stay on brand with her part, like with her niche. Send my wife some money so we can fund her next lifestyle help fund. Yeah. Yes, but yes, she's one of my favorite New York. So somebody was asking me, do I follow other food content creators? And I'm like, yes, I follow like a handful from New York. I follow like 4 or 5 from New York, about six, maybe like 3, 4 from Detroit. I follow a couple from LA. But if you ever want to get so, and this is why you guys, I made that video. I was like, I'm really appreciative of the community that I have fostered, because like, no, I'm able to buy myself a jacket once in 32 years from you guys is supporting me. I ain't got no Carissa numbers. But hey, I'm not a big spender. That's the thing about it. Like, I like some good food. I like to travel, and I like nice things every once in a while. But off a couple $1,000s, I could do a lot. Do like I've never had Lebanese food. I never had Lebanese food, but I hear I need to try it. And you know what else I need to try? What I really need to try is Peruvian food. Peruvian. I hear that they said that is one of the best cuisines in the world. Like that's always at the top of people's list. And I'm like, wow, I don't think I've ever had anything Peruvian. Like what is a typical Peruvian dish? And you know what? I'm lying. Wait a minute. Okay. Lebanese food. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I remember I went on a food tour in Mexico. And I want to say he was telling us like it's a lot of Lebanese influences in Mexico, because he was giving us like the history. And I want to say it was Lebanese. So you tell me, there's a lot of Lebanese influence in Mexico, like a lot of Lebanese food. The New York cab guy gets Mr. I'm surprised to see Electric got on Food Network. Oh, who was that? Boom, she took a sponsorship from Meta Glasses because they're not a good company. That's concerning. Oh, baby, you gonna have to get out of that performance morality. You gonna have to get out of that. People ain't finna be broke because of politics. Y'all gotta understand that. Like, oh, because I ain't gonna lie, you might want to follow me too. Because if Meta offered me some money, I take it. I be up on there anyway. I can't. You can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose how to support this company. They either gonna be a big, but you on YouTube, so I'm guessing. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If you Meta offer me some money, I'll take it. He's a food blogger too. Is he like a black guy with like the short haircut? I ain't gonna say that's all that matters, but shit, Meta. I mean, I don't know. They be paying a couple dollars. They be paying a couple dollars. Okay. Yeah, he does. You know what? I think I follow him. I follow him and Jackie Grubbs and one more. I think they're from LA. Nina, I follow him. He does. I see him on TikTok, but it seems like he does YouTube. Like that's how he get paid. Paid YouTube. And somebody was saying, I don't know how content works, man. YouTube pay a lot of money. I'm still trying to figure out how to get money from YouTube. YouTube shorts don't pay. If you just post on shorts, you ain't gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. But like YouTube videos, that's the shit. What's your sign? Dollar sign. No, I'm an Aquarius. February 1st.